Wow, 600 subscribers. I just can't believe it. I'm gonna talk about this more at the end of the video. So if you want to hear my opinion on getting 600 subscribers, stay tuned. So a few days ago, I made a post basically saying I would react to Disventure politics, and this will also be my 600 subscriber special. So yeah, thank you guys for 600 subscribers. I'm so thankful, Well, I'm recording this at like 12 a.m. right now, cause like this is the only time I got. Alright, the first one. Also, just I'm gonna be like calling out the people's name, So like, if you don't agree with what they say, don't send harass me, First one is not Logan Disventure. I don't know the way this person says season 2 has the best part. I don't really agree with that. I don't really agree with that, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna do newest. Alright. So yeah, boy Sam 7613. Alright, you got a few. Alright. He says Dan is the best written character, at least from season 1 cast. He just needs to be utilized more. For this opinion, I feel like the idea of Dan with like a character that only cares about like the game and stuff, I can understand that. His second opinion was Connor was actually a better pick for All-Star than Rosa Maria. And then he goes on to explain some issues. Now from like a story standpoint, I agree that Connor was like a much better contestant to bring in for a story standpoint. All Stars is the worst season. That's not really like a hot take, I would say. Cause like if you watch All Stars, you will understand why it's not really a hard take. But then he goes on to these opinions. Season 1 almost has a perfect plot ever. It's like the perfect plot. Best season we got it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. That like season 1, in my opinion, is the best one. Season 4 is really good as long as staying the way. Yes, season 4 has like a really good plot line going on right now. And I think like so far, if it goes on like that, I think it will be the best one. Season 2, despite, like the issues, it's still a pretty good one, Yeah, I would agree with that. All Stars was good during the first half. The second half has some of the worst and most episodes of the whole season, except episode 19, that was peak. Oh, yeah, I would agree with that. Like, All Stars definitely had like a few episodes that like was really like bad, So yeah, I would agree with that. All Stars was the worst one. I would agree with all these takes. And I'm not saying, and someone soybean says war shouldn't exist. I feel like you can kind of like work pretty well with like any character that have like a strong story point. Like you wouldn't really change, cause like Will is kind of made to be like to set off Fiore, Although he's a better character than Nick, I think Nick had like better potential, but like Lil, was written better in the end. Rhea's screen time in All-Star isn't as bad as Jake's because her presentation is required for most of the story arcs within this villain arcs. I would agree cause like Ria's, like she doesn't like take up too much screen time. It isn't like the end, but like Jake is kind of like the main character in every plot. Every episode is about Jake. It gets kind of annoying. Like Jake. It's just Jake. I understand that like Jake is the main character, but like I feel like you gotta give more screen time to other characters. Real arc in season 3 would have worked if it was given to you instead. I don't really agree with this take, cause it wasn't about like, oh, it was kind of like the idea of the story arc could have worked with Rio or Yo, but it was just like done poorly. Is the reason why people just don't like Rio, cause it kind of like switched around, and like they kind of tried to make you feel bad for Rio, but at the same time didn't. But like I understand like where they were coming at in the story arc, But we got a few. They could have very easily replaced Ashley in All Stars. There could have been more support for Jake. They could have helped prevent Jake and Ashley's feud, and then could have been the glue to all the villains alliance together. The thing about Dan, I do think that like Dan could have done that, because we did see like Dan is like a kind of character that like has like a bit of compassion, because we did see that with Gabby, but it's also kind of like strategy, like he would like see like the villains and stuff. So I kind of agree like he can't replace Ashley. Nick and Ali were was in the beta. I haven't watched the beta, so I can't, Benji has, for the whole season so far, has been getting more respect. Oh, Benji has been enjoyable for the whole season. Yes, I do. Yeah, Benji is like my favorite character. So yeah. I'm glad he's getting more respect. Yes, I'm glad Benji's getting more respect, because I've been enjoying him since day one as well. So yeah, I'm glad Benji is getting more support. And hey, he's still my winner pick. So yeah. Alessio's story is very well done. Well, I wish he could have, happened over spent several episodes. The fact he got his conclusion arc in just 2 episodes. Yeah, I do agree. Alessio's like story arc is it wasn't like, it worked, as a first boot, and like they could have like made it last longer, but like I feel like his story arc is like the only one like they could have made it a lot shorter, When Disney said stop shipping Logan with Alessio, I don't know, get me wrong, 18 age gap, yeah. I don't really like get the ship, to be honest. Yeah, they were like friends and stuff, but like, yeah, I don't really get this shit. So yeah, I would agree. Also, yeah, the age gap is kind of big. Okay, only got a few left. Alright, this one says Alec should have won the season. I think he could have won All Stars. I don't think he should have won season 1, but I do think he should have won All Stars. Not should have. He could have won All Stars. Nick should have been in All Stars. I kind of don't really agree on this opinion. I feel like Nick doesn't really. Nick was the third boot, to be honest. And like, yeah, he could have worked, but at the same time, it's kind of an all-star season, so I don't think like Nick could have worked. Kai should have gotten farther. I feel like if we replaced Kai in the Maggie's placements, I think it would have worked a lot better. Gabby should have been the pretty much boot in All Stars. Yeah, I do kind of agree on this. Gabby just didn't really have like. She was kind of just like there, but like I do understand like she did help like Greco or you, you know. So yeah, Spencer sucks. I don't really agree with this take. To be honest, Jade is a nothing burger. So I'm pretty sure Jade isn't interesting. Yeah, I can kind of understand like why people wouldn't like find Jade interesting, but like at the same time, like she's like more like strategy over like game, so kind of like Dan in a sense, but like Dan, but like done better in my opinion. Connor should have came back. Shouldn't have came back for All Stars. I can kind of understand this, but considering that like Rhea is like kind of a main character in All Stars, they obviously want to do like her relationship with Connor. So at the same time, you gotta understand, you know, he was a pretty early boot. But at the same time, you know, Richard needs to do more. Yeah, Richard, on recording that episode 9, his newest episode, he hasn't really done much, you know. Maybe episode 10, like, he's doing like a lot more in episode 10, you know, maybe, you know. He's the best character of season 4, and if he's not using him, so Zaz, I don't know how to say that. It's official, yeah. I want to say he's the best character. I do like Zayd, but like, I want to say he's the best character. But I do like understand like Zayd and Ivy's relationship. I do understand that, you know. And then this one. Alright, so this has a few. I'm gonna start with the. This has a few. Alright. I'm gonna start with the bottom and work my way up. Linda has no right to comment on Richard's daughter. Wait, okay. So Linda has no right to comment if Richard's daughter was okay. Yeah, that comment was like a bit weird, you know? Because they were like, I feel like she like I understand what the scene was trying to say. And like, now there were like a few episodes, you know, we kind of like move past that situation, you know? But yeah, I still don't like understand what that scene was kind of weird, to be honest. I get that Diego entrance and getting eliminated was sad. I gotta see too, but seriously, it's a reality show. Spencer was just playing the game. It was Dr. Fantasy show. Yeah, that's almost coming out. Yeah, I do understand. Spencer was kind of thinking just strategy, you know? So yeah, I do understand. Like, yeah, you know, it's a reality. Like, of course, Spencer wants the money, you know? So yeah, but I understand, like, why people were, like, you know, upset, you know? Because these are two very likable characters. Season 4 has been amazing so far, but people don't want to watch it since there's a new cast. Yeah, like, I understand why, like, people, like, wouldn't want to give it a shot, you know? But, like, at the same time, like, there's gonna be a new cast, you know? Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, how many, like, seasons, like, do you want to see, like, 5 seasons straight of, like, Aiden, you know? Like, just Aiden making 4. Do you really, like, want to see that? Or do they want to see, like, new people, you know? And I think, like, that's the thing, like, it's kind of like a home run, you know? You gotta accept that, like, we're gonna get new people, you know? Like, we gotta get, like, new characters, you know? And all that stuff, you know? Number 2, we do not need a second season of Tom and Jake. Only since you've already given them an entire season. Do you need what's popular kinship chain? I do agree with this. Tom and Jake season 2 is like not something I'm looking forward to. I wasn't like excited for season 1. I was more excited for like Staff's story, but like I wasn't really excited for Tom and Jake, you know. Like, yeah, there are other characters you can get like spin-offs to, you know. There are other characters, you know. And like obviously you know, instead of giving like any other characters, you know, a plotline, they're giving us like a season to Tom and Jake. Like, yeah, I understand why we don't really need a second season, but no, like I'm probably still gonna watch it. And the first one, all the seasons are amazing, and so is season 4. But so far, also needs a complete rewrite, while season 2 just needs a reanimation and change episodes to John and Susie. Having good thoughts. Okay, yeah. Season episode 3 of season 2 is like a really weird episode. I'm put that my least favorite episode. Season 2 episode 3 is just a overall weird episode. Without the animation could like, get reworked, yeah, for season 2. But season 3 or All Stars, yeah, it could use a rewrite and like fix some things, you know. And I think that's all of them. Just all of them. Oh. That's all of them. Yeah, I do agree with some of the bad takes, but I understand, like, to a situation, like, I do agree with a lot of them. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this next part, you can like kind of like skip over this next part, cause I'm not really gonna like, you can just like click off the videos, cause I'm just gonna be talking about like my 600 subscribers, you know. So I didn't get to say this like the beginning of the video, but like still, thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. Again, I'm not gonna like be like super excited, cause you know, cause like really late. But yeah, thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. When I first started the channel, like I didn't think like I would ever like hit 600 subscribers. Like I'm pretty sure when I like the first 2 years of my channel, I never even thought of the idea of getting 100. And the fact that like we're over 500, and we might, you know, like make 600, we might get 1,000. Like that's a natural situation. That's the thing about. I might actually get 1,000 subscribers. It's like I just can't like think that, you know. I just can't like think of the idea like there's actually like this many people actually watching me. Like it's hard, you know. Like I didn't actually think I'll make it far. Like I thought I'll like get like a few subscribers, but like not 600. And I know like, you know, some people like have like millions or something. I understand that, but like still like 600, it's like it's a lot. Cause like I don't even know like 100 people in my life, to be honest. And like 600 people saw my channel. They were like, yeah, I like this, and like clicked it. Like I know like 600 people are watching me, but like yeah, but like it's still like it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that. Oh Jesus, it's crazy, you know. But it's just like I have a hard time saying words, cause like I have a hard time like really like expressing words, cause I'm kind of like not very like social, but at the same time, thank you guys so much for like 600 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. But I think this is where I'm gonna end the video. So see you guys.